Bapak Dika. Dia itu bukan juga.
I'm trying. To get the assessment plate, I'm trying to play. Just an anchorage plate.
They even define the plate.
Yeah. We had a game inside for the championship teams from Sezo, Sezo region. So I don't know what game. I tell you, we won.
And what we are ready.
Imagine. That's your time. 2 minutes to go. When I love my
Is that football?
basketball.
Basketball, like, how can you get injured like that?
Basketball is a contact game.
But not like
Football.
no. It's contact because of the jumping.
Even marking.
Yeah, but it's not like football. The missing in action.
Yeah?
Missing in action guy. Akawakwamisa makasi kidogo.
Na msakata ni hadithi.
Wakati yako mbele yako.
Na msakata ni hadithi wewe. Hey, mimi kama gasi ndio nalo. Kama msakata ni.
Sasa ndajua bani yote vilivyokaa. Unamisa. finish. With the Managerial, somebody born late. Okay, so this we are still on the topic of profit or business. We talked about why it is important to maintain profit. Because if a business doesn't make profit, it will die. Basically, if you don't make profit, you are actually giving up your life. So profit is basically, as we have seen, and I keep on putting this up, total revenue minus total cost. So that's why profit is all about. Now, this one, you remember, is price minus times quantity. This one is fixed cost plus variable cost. Now, fixed costs are equal to control in the short run, but you can change them in the long run. Okay, so that's the principle. Now, total revenue is price times the items you have times the price of each of whatever you are selling. Now, this is the concept which we are moving with in business. Now, in a perfect competition market, we learn that no business can control the price. Which means any policy of trying to increase this one so that you can increase profit, increasing this will only depend on manipulating Q. That's one alternate. But we also know that we can control this because variable cost can be controlled. So you can have an approach where you want to make more profit by making sure you are the best in terms of this compared to anybody else in that specific competition market. Because if you have the lowest of these, it means the answer for you is bigger. So basically, what we are saying here is that we have defined as profit as total revenue minus total cost. Now, as you can see from this equation, either you can work on making sure this one is big, where if this one stays the same, or goes down. If this one stays the same, this one can also grow by you reducing it. Right? That's what causes the minus sign. So if you increase this, the answer will be bigger, or if you reduce this, the answer will be bigger. Now, because of the market condition, I have just said that in a certain market, competition market, your attempts to increase this will not be by increasing price, but quantity. Your attempts to reduce this will not be attacking the fixed cost because you can't in the short run. So it's a matter of trying to reduce this variable cost. In the long run, you can use both or manipulate both. Now, a business has capital that it uses to operate. Capital is defined as the resources that a business uses to run or expand. Now, you need to make sure that this capital, these resources are generating a positive balance at the end of the day. When you subtract revenues, if you subtract costs from revenues, your answer should be positive, or at least zero. But if your answer is negative, it means you are running down on your capital resources, which, if this is consistent, will lead you to depleting even the operating capital. It means you will be out of business. So, survival is very important. Now, when we say the answer should be positive, we mean that you should make profit. If the answer is zero, in a very narrow sense, that would be called break-even. Yes, boss. That's all the wine.
Gracious God.
Hi.
Okay? So meaning TR minus TC just equals 0, in the narrow sense that is breaking it. You are not breaking it. You are not breaking it. But that is not good enough. Why? Correct?
What's the time?
Yeah, efforts not been compensated. You know, it's just like, for example, you were working, you are an employee of, let's say, Lilongwe University, the University of Lilongwe, and for you to come to the office, you need to pay for transport, and at the end of the month, when you calculate your transport and the lunch is equal to your salary, would you be motivated to continue working? If working here, for example, maybe you are a librarian, your salary actually is just equal to your cost, meaning your transport to come to work. Right. How are you doing? Very good. Next time when you come, be more humble and considerate about your colleagues and myself. Not throwing your bag there and banging it and then we all lose attention. I forget what I was talking about. Everybody is distressed. So let's be mindful of others and respect others. Okay. So, what did we say when we talked about factors of production? We said all these factors of production get paid. So labor gets paid by what we call wages or salary. Land gets paid by paying rent for it. Capital gets paid by paying interest for it. Entrepreneurship or enterprise gets paid by profit. So in this case, if your profit is 0, it means this entrepreneurship is not involved. There's no pay. And that's the scenario that is not very attractive. Now, the other concept about profit is that you get, so one is that you are being rewarded for the skills you're getting paid. You are getting paid for the effort. You know, in other terminologies for human resource, salaries are referred to as compensation. So, for example, one time I was working with American Embassy. We used to salary policy was called compensation plan. The package, it was called a compensation plan, not a salary structure, but compensation plan. So basically, a lot of people think that you are getting compensated for, I don't know why I share what you can do weekly you are to be compensated. Not this concept, some people say, you should compensate as if it is the right? In other languages, actually getting paid for what you do. Okay? Now, there are various terminologies that are being used. Some people say it's a reward. You are rewarded for the effort that you are making. So the profit thing, apart from it being a compensation for whatever effort, is also a reward, for example, for taking the risk. Because doing business, for example, if you're a farmer, you don't even know whether you might have your capital and use it to pay for the land and pay for the labor and pay for the inputs. You never know whether the rate will be good or the weather will be good, and therefore you are taking a risk and also uncertainty attached to it. Some people think that you are rewarded because you are thinking outside the box. Then you find solution to problems. So, for example, total cost, that one is fixed cost plus variable cost. Now, you may find a way where you are the best at minimizing this variable cost, or using your labor, capital, and land in such a way that the variable costs are minimal. And you are one who has, what you do, nobody else does. You are so innovative. So, for example, if I took the example of the farming as a business, I would think of, for example, when it comes to improving the soil, you can come up with a way that enriches the soil unlike anybody else. So, for example, you might say, okay, tell your family to keep the ashes, to keep the maize husk, gaga, whatever, and throw it in that field. Nobody does, for example. Just give me. It may be stupid, but still it's an example. So you invest maybe collecting migozo mumakatira munda collecting gaga komo kayvaneba mumakatira munda mango wa. Yeah? And you are able to do that for 2, 3, 4, 5 acres. And only use very little fertilizer, and yet ukoro as. So you are controlling the variable costs such as fertilizer, because the more land you use, the more fertilizer you need. You can control that, or you can use a smaller cap, whatever, when you are buying fertilizer. So, in your case, you have found a way. It means you have just been innovative. You are discovering things that nobody else does. So, when you have it more, it is because of your innovation. That's what we mean by being rewarded for taking an extra mile. Something else, something that is out of your own thinking, not what the agricultural experts are telling you, but something that you have found to work and minimize costs, and therefore improve your profit. Just one example. Okay, so because of all this that I've talked about, which are also something to do with what is on the slide there, but the other thing is, remember I said, in a basic competition market, there's no way you can control the prices. So if your approach of making profit is about improving PR, total revenue, you cannot do it by controlling price, increasing your price, for example. So you are having 100 bags of maize, and then you say, I will make more profit by making sure that my bag was twice the amount than any other person, and therefore I will make more profit. No, you can't. Now, we also know that there can be a situation where you are not in a perfect market condition, perfect competition. So if it happens that you are the only producer, then you have the opportunity. If you are in that rare situation that you are the only one, then you can actually control P as well as Q in order to manipulate PR. Okay? And how do you manipulate P and Q at the same time? If you are the only producer, you can control P, you can raise P by doing what? Fundamentals of economics. If you are the only producer,
Can I just report to the producer?
sir?
Can I just report to the producer?
Yeah. You can create a shortage. Deliberate. Create a shortage in the system. Prices will go up. You know, for example, you also have a real-life example of, I don't think you know, DJ or derivatives. Of course, they are an oligopoly because they are only sugar and farina. So, if there's some kind of collusion, conception, they can do that. Okay? But I don't know. Actually, that situation passes me quite out. But I think I have an explanation for it. Let me first of all look at this place. Creating a shortage is also very common with organized suppliers, cartels. So, for example, OPEC, Organization of Petroleum Exporters Countries, Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries, OPEC. They meet, they decide to create a shortage. They just decide for every member to reduce their output of diesel and petrol. So that total output and that pushes the prices of petrol and diesel automatically. So they deliberately create a shortage. My customers are they meet again and direct them to meet so that's the real right example where you can control profit because you are not in the perfect market, perfect competition market. The issue of yogurt is baffling me because every year, the way sugar production is done in Malawi, at the end of every year, from end April or early May until around November. Minda ya kaunti ya Tosa and then Gaya. Every year from December to April, the machines are not running. We don't produce. Every year. Both Hirobo and Salimashima. Why this year was why the shortage was so high this year? There was no explanation, but I know that Hirobo and probably Salima too, they exported a lot of sugar. So from December to April, we use sugar from the warehouse. Those factories they have produced and stack up there. So that's released December, January, February, March. April, and they start producing in store. So what they did, they exported quite a lot because they needed dollars. You know, in a system where these operators want to import and they cannot find the dollars, they have to find a way. So they exported quite a lot of sugar to Zimbabwe and those trades to find that our sugar was cheaper in Zimbabwe than here. And yet that sugar came from here. So the idea is provided they get some time for it. Yeah, some US dollars. So that is it. I think that is the problem. It was not because of quantity. I don't think they created the shortage deliberately. Okay? But by exporting more than what they should, created a shortage in the requirement for Malawi. But in economics, it's better not to control anybody. So I think the government didn't do anything wrong. You don't control the supplier to sell only to your people and they think they can supply another market for whatever reason. In a free market, let them do that. The problem is that Malawians, mirongo yao ya mbili kutoka they really want something sweet. You know, when you go to a lot of families, the number of spoons of sugar they put in the tea is just one. Why do we want to put it in our tea? And it's unhealthy. Sugar, if you can, stop using sugar. It's not good for your health. Stop using it. Coca-Cola every, drinks, Fanta, please. Stop using it. Stop consuming it. They are not good for your health. Just imagine if you want to see my Coca-Cola. Why? Because it's not good for. So why do you think it will be good for you? So the sugar is it. I don't know why people get so worked up and say, hey, sugar, why don't you train yourself not to use it? It's only in Malawi, and maybe in Africa in general, where we complain about not having sugar. Unless if you use it for as an additive to which is cake and milk, but not for tea and production. Okay, so let's run through these are the basics. So you will find that when it comes to there's about 5 of them. But when when it comes to theories, there are about 4 of them, but they are coming from the text. Okay? Uncertainties and risks. So 1 and 3 are usually combined into 1 when it comes to theory explaining. So what is a theory? A theory is an explanation of why something happened. Why should there be profit? So a theory is an explanation, basically. An explanation which is correct each time a situation arises. You can explain it in that way. So that's what we call a theory. Okay? So when we look at theories of profit, one is the entrepreneurship proposition, reward. So there should be profit because people need to be rewarded. Enterprises need to be rewarded. So we have with number 1 is the theory of entrepreneurship proposition. That is explaining why profit should be there. Number 2 will be uncertainty and risk. Uncertainty and risk. People should be paid, or entrepreneurs should be rewarded for taking a risk and for accepting uncertainty. You are putting your money and you are not certain of the outcome. You are doing a business where the risk is high. So the higher the uncertainty and the higher the risk, you should expect that the profit will also be higher. So for example, if you decide to release barley, tobacco, okay, the risk and uncertainty is low, the profit will also be low. But if you decide to limit chamba, the risk and uncertainty is higher, but the reward will also be higher. You are not sure whether the authorities will catch you. Okay? And they may uproot your plan. No. You still need a license. Yeah. No. You cannot be seen smoking. It's not allowed. Unless on medical grounds. Yeah. You need to have a certificate that you are permitted to hold or use it.
Oui.
Yes.
No.
No. Go and read.
Look now. It has been legalized I think a few days ago.
You have not read the law. Mugungova and you are exaggerating. A few days ago, Enagiga, Akunyamuna Chamba, I'm a Chokera Kukasungu, Amawera, Zinanana. Here for me, that thing does not permit to have chamba the way you want to grow. It does not permit that you are free to go and grow chamba. Okay? Here from you you will be arrested if you wait now and through education, if you don't ever see back and over, wherever that you will be arrested. Okay? So the conditions for growing are still very strict. The only good thing about it is that you can apply and be assessed. Okay? Which you can grow. So the regulator will come and ask you, when you go there, when you go to have the application form, there are so many things that are being asked of you to give information. Okay? So it's not, they will actually even have to visit where you want to plant it and how you want